alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my Surah series. This is part 67, Surah Al Mulk, the Dominion. So my dear brothers and sisters, so you know how people love control over money, people and schedules, even remote controls. Then life happens, and suddenly you realize you don't even control your heartbeat. Surah Al Mulk comes in and humbles us immediately by saying, relax. Ownership was never yours to begin with. So Surah Al Mulk is a Meccan surah, is with 30 verses. It is famously known as the surah that protects you from the punishment of the grave by Allah's permission, and was loved by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who recited it regularly at nighttime. So its central message is absolute power belongs to Allah alone, and you are being tested. So verses 1 through 5 talks about who really owns everything. Allah opens with one of the most powerful declarations in the Quran. Blessed is he who is in the hand of his dominion, and he is over all things competent. Not presidents, not kings, not corporations. Allah alone. And then Allah explains why He created death and life, to test you as to which of you is best in deeds. Not riches, not loudest, not most famous, best in deeds. Allah then invites us to look at the sky, flawless, layered, protected. Return your vision. Do you see any flaw? So in today's reflection, we zoom into galaxies and admire the universe, yet still deny the designer. Al-Mulk tells us, look again. In verses 6 through 11, talks about the reality of hellfire. Allah describes hell with terrifying clarity, roaring, boiling, furious. The keepers of hell will ask its people, did no warner come to you? And they will admit, yes, a warner came to us, but we denied. So a lesson we can learn from that is hell is not for people who never heard. It's for people who heard and rejected. Verses 12 through 15 talks about the fear of Allah and the unseen. Allah praises a special group. Indeed, those who fear their Lord unseen will have forgiveness and a great reward. This is elite Iman, obeying Allah when no one is watching. No reputation is at stake. No applause is given. So in my reflection, anyone can be religious in public. Only the sincere are obedient in private. Security is an illusion. Covers in verses 16 through 18. Allah asks questions that shake confidence. Do you feel secure that He who is in the heaven will not cause the earth to swallow you? Earthquakes, sinkholes, collapsing systems. So in today's reflection, people unsure of everything except their own souls. So in verses 19 through 23 talks about Allah is the true provider. Allah reminds us birds fly because Allah holds them. Sustenance is from Allah. Life, hearing, sight, all gifts. Then Allah asks, who is it that can provide for you if He withheld His provision? Silence. So in verses 24 through 30, it talks about it's the final scene, it's the regret. The disbelievers will say, this is what we were promised, but it's too late. Allah ends the surah with a powerful question. If your water were to sink into the earth, who could bring you flowing water? So everything you can depend on can disappear, except Allah. So the lessons we can learn from Surah Al Mulk: ownership belongs only to Allah. Life is a test, not a reward. Private obedience is the highest Iman. Security without Allah is fake. Gratitude is survival. So in my closing reflection, Surah Al Mulk puts your ego in check before sleep. It reminds you don't own tomorrow. You don't control death. You don't guarantee provision. But if you trust the one who does, you sleep peacefully. Because when Allah owns everything, you don't need to fear losing anything.